Hi, welcome to another video, and in this one I would like to summarize everything we discussed about estimating the regression model with several independent variables. To be more precise, you can treat it as some roadmap on how to design a regression model in order to ensure the unbiased and efficient estimator. First of all, you should go for pre-estimation tests. You have to check distribution of the variables, because if data are not distributed normally, especially for the dependent variable, there might be some problems with getting the reliable output. For time series and panel data, you should check for the unit root, because it's a very likely reason for autocorrelation. Also, you have to check for collinearity, especially when you include many independent variables, because the presence of collinearity is going to bias the output of your regression model. After you run the model, you have to check for autocorrelation, for heteroscedasticity, and you have to check whether residuals are distributed normally. When it comes to the last one, I wouldn't say it's of the primary importance, so autocorrelation and heteroscedasticity are definitely much more important. If you figure out that you actually deal with autocorrelation, there are several possible options. You can go back to your data and check for unit root. If the data are non-stationary, you should transform the data to the first difference. You can transform all the variables to the flow variables. For instance, you can calculate annual change in the stock of capital instead of total stock of capital. You can add more variables in order to escape the specification bias, and you can reconsider the functional form of your model. If you figure out that you deal with heteroscedasticity, you can check variables, because skewness in your data can result in heteroscedasticity, so that's why it's important to have data distributed normally. You should check and delete the outliers. You can add more variables, or you can reconsider the choice of the functional form of your model. So if you follow this procedure, then most likely you will end up with some decent regression model. So thank you so much. Actually, it was the last video for this course. So yeah, really, thank you for staying with me, and good luck with your final exam.